What do you do to get rid of stress? But if I could kill myself for a year? If I could. I'd do it today. If I could kill myself today and be dead until like 18 months from now, I would do it. But alas, when you kill yourself you're dead forever, and we shouldn't be dead forever, yet. So let's not, right? Come on guys. Bo Burnham. Exercise. I always feel better after some cardio or lifting weights. Listening to music that makes me feel something, either heavy metal or emotional/meaningful music. Doing something fun, playing with my dog, going to the movies with my wife, etc. Cardio helps me a lot. Dealing with stress and situations that bring me down, I throw some old clothes on, put on music that fits my mood and go through the situations in my head while I run. You don't even have to run, you can walk. The situations aren't resolved by the time I'm done, but I'm in a much better mindset and feel better. I hate going to the gym. Just the precursor of getting dressed and driving there, but I always feel 100% relaxed coming out. I still hate it, but learning not to hate it as much since it really does my mind and body well. And just to reiterate the opposite here, sitting on the couch because you don't feel up to it, or are too tired is the vicious cycle in which only further contributes to your tiredness, depression, physical discomfort, and lack of motivation. Lift yourself from the spell, no one is going to do it for you. Exercise. I hate your post. This just lift yourself up from the spell, get up and do it mentality that I see here is more annoying than anything else. If it works for you, congrats. But hearing this just pisses me off. I was able to be lifted from the spell with the help of others actually, they did do it for me. It's called a therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, and 16 hours of amphetamine per day. Hearing if you feel like shit? Nah, go exercise. It's on you, just get up and just go do it does not actually help, surprisingly. Not to say exercise is not important, but I really don't like the way you try to motivate people to do it. Well, to be fair, Op asked about de-stressing ideas, not cures to depression. Getting up and exercising likely will reduce stress, though you're right, isn't a quick fix, or necessarily even possible, for someone with depression. Yes. Work out extra hard so that my physical experience becomes all I can think about. Then I'm tired afterward. I'm a doctor and had started an exercise/weight loss regimen in January of 2020, with gradual healthy weight loss. When the first wave of COVID hit, I lost like 5 to 10 pounds in a few weeks, much faster than my normal rate, I think in part from the furious exercise I was doing to try to manage my extreme COVID anxiety. Maybe this current surge will get me to my second goal weight. Why are there so many people that feel relieved after workouts? I would be more stressed than before XD and probably depressed too. Well, exercise is good for your mental health. However, it's best if you do something that you enjoy. It also shouldn't feel like a chore if you can help it. Sometimes silence helps, just you and your thoughts. Think about why you're stressed, and how you can fix that problem. Even if you can't figure out how to fix the problem, maybe you can accept that the problem isn't as bad as it seems. Get a punching bag if that doesn't work. The problem I have is that generally I'm only ever stressed about shit I know there's nothing to be stressed about. Like a fucking dentist appointment. I am perfectly aware there's nothing to be afraid of, and that when I am there I am perfectly comfortable. Still inexplicably the day before it stresses me out. I only get stressed about the most stupid shit imaginable. Yeah, I ruminate for a few hours a day. As I get older I'm realizing how crucial it is. It's basically necessity. I need at least 2 to 3 hours a day to just sit, do nothing, chill and think about my life. I am not a lazy person by the way. Not at all. I ask for my grandkids for the day. Those children crack me up. And they keep me so busy, there isn't time to think, let alone take a pillow. Edit, thank you for the awards. I'd like to say thanks to my grandbabes and I owe it all to them, the little awards. If you are ever stressed out and get a chance to hang with some little kids, do it. Simply have a conversation with them. They will have you laughing in no time. Kids are great and it's a good reminder, not to take anything so seriously. I love playing a lot of different games online, but one thing I have noticed is that, depending on the game and group, kids are frequently more friendly, willing to learn and a lot of times they have patience that the elitists don't. I'm sure I will be called a pedo like I have before, but I honestly prefer to play with younger kids online because they are often the most thrilled when we can successfully clear a stage/encounter and they are usually the most casual in the way they play. Goofing off in a custom lobby, in almost any game, with the younger kids who don't take it seriously is a lot of fun. I have taught the Leviathan to multiple groups of 12-year-olds and each time the lobby would be filled with cheering/screeching when we completed LOL. I didn't get one Pedro vibe off that. I have a 13-year-old and he has one adult friend he plays with. I get the impression the guy is like 18 or 19, but they have legit conversations about the level they are on, calling each bro and laughing. I of course listen in and make sure it's all kosher. But it's the same way you are describing it, the cheering and shit when they do good. I'm just a mom and don't know jack about the games he's playing. To give more detail to my comment, LOL, keep on doing it. You aren't the only one playing vid games with kids. Edit, downvote me if you want it, but I'm sure 9 out of 10 of you have either sat next to a kid and played vid games with them, or played online. Even I have. Life goes on. Funny how 1 minute I'm getting awards over grandkids and downvoted over vid games and kids. SMH. The internet is so weird. Grounding techniques. There's one specifically that works wonders for me. Name 5 things you see, 5 things you hear, and 5 you feel. Repeat the process, but next time with 4, then 3, 2 and 1. The more I do it, the faster I fall asleep. By realizing that I am completely insignificant in the grand scheme of things and that everything I do will ultimately not matter and that they will all be forgotten and lost to time soon. It brings me comfort to know that I am nothing, because it means that all my problems are also nothing. Look up Dr. David Burns and the Deaths of the Self. The basic premise is that when you let go of the idea that you have to be special, that you have to be perfect, that you have to assign blame for everything that happens in your life, etc., you cut out the root of most of your anxiety. It's incredibly freeing. A friend of mine has tattooed on his arm, "I am a 10 and will always be a 10. I am a 0 and have nothing to lose." I've spent some time trying to understand it, and the more I get it, the less things bother me. You're not dumb. Like I said, I've had to do some work to understand it myself, and I don't think I'm completely there yet. I am a 10 and will always be a 10. Nothing I do and nothing that is done to me can ever diminish my intrinsic worth as a human being. I cannot be worthless. Ever. I am a 0 and have nothing to lose. I am not special, and I don't have to be special. I am not perfect, and I don't have to be perfect. Because I am a human being who makes mistakes and has imperfections, no mistakes or imperfections of mine can make me less than the imperfect creature that I already am. I might answer differently on a different day, but this is what it means to me today. Drink, in moderation, light exercise/walk, read, sex, or masturbation, sit on the back porch and watch my dogs play, hang with the wife on the front porch with a bottle of wine, see item 1. Lately wifey has been experimenting with CBD, and I don't hate it, for sure. Ha! Your question had impeccable timing. Lately I've been taking stock of what relaxes me, and what I should consider relaxing. What I've found is it's the simplest things that relax me, or should, if I think about it in the proper context. Another example, sitting and actively listening to music. I don't do anything else, fold laundry, cook, clean, etc. I give the music my undivided attention. All my worries tend to melt away. I crochet. While listening to an audiobook, that way my hands are busy and my brain is focused on one thing. It just quiets everything in my head when it gets too loud. Creating something helps because I get something good at the end of my efforts, whereas if I just sat and stressed myself out, I'd achieve nothing but making myself sick. I have lots of restless energy when I'm stressed, so crochet has been a lifesaver. Once I get the hang of my pattern, I don't need to think about what I'm doing, I just sort of zone out and my hands know what to do. When I'm done, I always find the stress is barely noticeable or completely gone because a solution has come to me while my brain hasn't been busy calculating every single way things could go wrong, or I've realized it isn't anything to be worrying about. Crochet is very relaxing, at least if you don't count wrong lol. I enjoy just crafting in general, cross stitch, bead weaving, whatever else I can learn. It's just so calming working with your hands and having something tangible at the end. Short term. Remove myself from the situation and just let it out, cry, talk to someone. If I'm stressing about something in the future, being prepared and distracting myself to not ruminate helps. Long term. Make a plan to remove yourself from the situation permanently, or mitigate it. Take a walk and think about what's stressing me. It seems counterintuitive to think about the very thing that's causing stress, but for me it helps to understand why I'm stressed and what I can realistically do about it. Let's say that I'm stressed about an interview. I like to walk through the steps and create a short plan on what to say if I'm asked X question. Sometimes I can't do anything, and so I try to realize that I don't have to be so stressed because the situation isn't as bad as I originally thought. The key part is to do a task while you think about what's stressing you, like taking a walk. If you just sit in your bed, you will at worst get more stressed and at best still be stressed. This doesn't work for everyone, as everyone has different ways to calm down, but for me it works wonders. Spend time with animals. I have these sweet rats that are so excited to see me every day and love to hang out with me while I chill on the couch. They love scritches and pretty much any food that I offer them. Rats can have a lot of human food in small portions, even chocolate, though typically fruits and veggies are healthier for them. Their happiness at everything rubs off on me and the stress melts away.